Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation's weekly program, Arts and Culture. This program is aired on Nevis Television every Monday evening just before the Nevis newscast. Tonight, we'll feature part 2 of an interview with cultural icon John Jarvis, who is now deceased. This interview was done in 2004 with Charles Busu.
It's been really 30 years now. I think there was in 1983 when we had our independence, we didn't have any cultural celebrations, but from 1974 to this present time, we've been having our culturama activities. John, I know you started music as a small boy when you were still in school, but how many years you really been involved in this culturama?
30 years. This year make 30 years.
So every year from it started, John Jarvis has been inside here.
Every year.
And what have you been doing in all these 30 years, John?
Playing music.
Music. Right. Tell us about, you told me off camera that you played with just about every string band that ever came up in Nevis.
Yeah, and all the five of them.
All of the fifers. The late Merit Body. There was a guy from Rollins I remember called Daniel Hobson. He was a fifer as well. Of course, you would have played with the late Thunder, who departed not so long ago.
David Freeman.
You would have played with David Freeman. You would have played with James Stapleton from Cox. That's Joan Stapleton's father.
Yeah.
And you told me a story about James Stapleton where he almost killed you guys one day in Sinkers from Newtown to Sandy Point.
From Newton Ground to
Newton Ground, yeah. And what happened then?
Plus straight from Newton Ground to Sandy Point. When I want to race, I got to fool into them and I want to go outside, but I don't really want to go outside.
So James Stapleton was actually playing that five non-stop.
Yeah.
Well, what manner of man was he?
Boy, he was
he was a strong man. He was a very strong man.
That's why we had the code behind us, because it was cowboy and Indian. Straight is strong. He's strongest for me ever play with.
James Stapleton from Cox.
Stapleton, yeah.
He's passed on now, the late James Stapleton. And I also heard some other fabulous stories about the late James Stapleton, that he was a man also who played his fife from Sinkits Pier.
Yeah, I heard that.
To Nevis Pier.
Yes.
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
We don't have them like that anymore.
No.
We don't have them like that anymore. And so you played for all of these fifers, James Stapleton, Merit Body, Freeman, Mate Busu from Butlers, who is the famous guitar maker. Daryl Busu and Daryl Busu.
Santoy from Credit Good.
Santoy, recently arrived Santoy from Chronicode. You played for him. But John, and so some time ago, you also formed your own band. Tell us about that, the Canary Birds.
Yeah, I formed the Canary Bird. And we had 6 competition. And we win all 6. We win all 6.
Right. Your band?
My band.
Canary Bird.
Yeah.
I remember Canary Bird. It was one of the sweetest bands we had. I think Nehemiah.
Yeah, Nehemiah.
Nehemiah Neal. You know, he was the fifer.
Yeah.
And indeed, he's one of the sweetest playing fifers we have on Nevis. One of them. One of the sweetest ones. Right. And you're telling me now that your Canary Birds won every other band. Whatever competition
yes.
Your band won it.
Yes.
In those days, and you're now forming another band called the Mockingbird. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, after I see with the past 6-7 years, we had a lot of band. Now only 2. That's Freeman and Hummingbird from Bangor, Hamilton. Only 2. Well, one night I started saying, no, this can't work. We need to get another band. So the next day I get up, I drive all about, and I get 2 from Hickman, I get 3 from Henley Park, I get 2 from Brown Pasture, I get 1 from Coal Hill, and 3 from Barnesgott, and 1 from Fountain.
And so you now have put another band together
a next
called
band.
the
Mockingbird
Mockingbird.
string band, yes.
Are you gonna be playing? Is your new band the Mockingbirds? And I think it's gonna be led again on the fife by Nehemiah Neal. But I think Nehemiah told me he'll be going off to England. And so who will play with you for Culturama then?
Well,
Play the fife.
if we band get a job, I will ask Mr. David Freeman
To play for you.
to play.
Uh-huh.
But because when he wants me, I have me band and he say he want me to come, I left and I go.
And so you think he should do you the same favor?
And I think that he shouldn't cook me, should do me the same favor.
Right.
Because the two bands are going to play one time. Maybe
Right.
you want me band to play on YouTube and this one band and next band to play the tube.
Mm-hmm.
So I will ask Freeman to play
For you.
for me.
Right. So Mockingbird is the newest string band
String
on
band
Nevis right
on
now.
Nevis right now.
And John, I hope that those people responsible for Culturama, the Culturama committee, will take note of this. Know that you have a band. Know that you have been supporting Culturama for 30 years, and also give your band the exposure that it needs for Culturama 2004.
I don't tell it to Mr. Lloyd. He say he know.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to tell everybody that
Yes.
you have formed a new band, the
new
Mockingbird
band. Yeah.
string band.
Yeah.
Right. Congratulations, John.
Yes, yeah.
Congratulations, man. Now, I know, John, over time that many musicians, many of our local bands have gone abroad to represent Nevis in Carifesta, gone to Canada, gone to Miami, gone to the Virgin Islands, Statia, Anguilla, Trinidad, to represent Nevis in playing music. Have you ever been abroad to represent your country playing music?
Yeah, twice.
Mm-hmm.
I went Anguilla and I went Trinidad to Carifesta.
Mm-hmm. Twice.
What? Yeah, I went away twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're my only two times I went away.
Trinidad and Anguilla.
Anguilla. Yes.
Well, you've been in
band.
this thing for 30 years. How is it that you've only managed to go away twice when others have been again and again? Tell me about
Well,
that.
you see, they mostly call upon David Freeman to go when I am not playing with him.
Mm-hmm.
I play with him when we went to Trinidad.
Right.
That he only saw time I get to go to Trinidad because I was playing with him at the time.
Right, and I think more recently they went off to Suriname or someplace down in
Yes,
South America.
yes.
But you were not playing
Not
with him,
there.
so you miss out
Yes, the reason why I go with him, he didn't have no banjo man
at that time.
at that time.
Right.
So I went with him and left the little boy from Barnsgott to play in Barnsgott band.
Right.
With the banjo.
Right.
So me gone, and it took another competition up really the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But only 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you have missed out on a number of opportunities
Yeah.
because you had not been around in bands at the time.
That's right.
But you have been to Trinidad and Tobago and Anguilla.
Anguilla, yes.
Congratulations, John, man.
Yes.
Congratulations. John,
Yeah.
30 years you have looked at Culturama, the development of Culturama. I suppose it is safe for me to say the ups and downs, the highs and the lows of Culturama over these last 30 years. How do you look at Culturama these days?
Well, Culturama, these days Culturama is dropping all the way. Every day Culturama is going back. Because when I look at it, to see 6 to 7 years back, we had a lot of adults. Imagine you got from the six-pan to the cinema, pure troops line off. The pure troops. And not only from the cinema to
Maybe
to Nisbet in the house there,
Yeah.
and a school children. All the big people, you can't pass through town a parade of troop before. But now, right now, it's only children. I say, well, that when their mother tell them they're going to play, they must people say, no, like I big people.
Yeah.
But I encourage a lot of people this time to take part this year. And some of them say, boy, John, why you a patron? I'm going to form a troop. So I had a troop in Barnsgott in the remembrance of Thunder. Yeah, and ask Joe Pano about cakewalk them.
Yeah.
They say they're going to play, but they
Right.
practice in our cassette
Right.
until. I know you ask Nyampi from Kadnam if he's going to join culture, and they tell me yes.
Right.
So I said I would be glad
To see them bring
to
back.
bring back everything.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it seems to me,
Yeah.
John, that you've been doing your own bit,
Man.
man. You've been to encourage people.
Me encourage them, Mr.
Yeah.
Butu. Me encourage them. You
Yeah.
know, me encourage them, man, because it don't look good. You want to see a big crowd
Yeah.
come
Come out to
out,
party.
parade, take part in
Yeah.
culture, man.
Right.
And everybody who take part in culture, man, that you know should be paid. You must be paid.
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
Right.
You must be paid.
So have no fear.
Have no fear. So
Come
next
out.
year it would be better.
Right, right. Come out
Better.
and play, and the Culturama committee is going to pay you anyhow.
Pay.
Right,
That's
right. That's great,
Must-
John.
must
That's
be
great.
fair, man.
I hear you, man.
Is that the way some boys them a run from, you know? But I tell them, man, not about that. You gonna get money this time.
Yeah.
Not about money. They gonna pay.
Yeah. So you think some people stay back because they think, well, they're not being paid.
Well, that's the problem.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
And like you
I
said,
tell you fact. Yeah.
that's what you've heard on the
Because they
road.
tell me, yeah,
No, they're not being paid.
they're not being paid.
Right. And you would also like to see more adults
More.
participating in the
In the
Culturama.
festival, sure.
Right. After all, we invite people to come from overseas, not returning
And
nationals
see us.
and our
See us.
friends to come on home and enjoy themselves. And you know, it is really sad that if we are telling them to come and yet we don't have a lot to show them, that would be sad.
Sad.
And John, I must congratulate you. I must congratulate you on accepting the invitation this year to be the Culturama patron. It's been 30 years, 30 long years, and I think you really deserve for what you have done for the preservation of culture in this country, Nevis. You've played in every band. You've gone away to represent Nevis. You've formed your own band years gone by, and you have now formed your newest band, the Mockingbird.
Yeah.
I think that speaks well of you in your own personal effort to keep the cultural fire burning.
Sure,
Keep the
that's
cultural
true.
fire burning.
That's true.
And as we take it right down, John, I'm sure that you'd want to say something to the people in general in Nevis and to the Culturama committee. What would you like to say to the Culturama committee?
Well, I thank Mr. Libert and Mr. Tyrone for appointed me to be patron this year. And I trust and hope that we might have a good and a peaceful Culturama.
Great, John.
Wow.
And Johnny, as the cultural patron, as the Culturama patron, plug in something to the young people for me, because they seem to be misbehaving these days. Tell them something, man.
That's what I mean. I need to tell someone them. But sometimes I don't believe they're going to hear what me say.
Tell them anyway.
But I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
All those. You see, if you is not coming to this show, you should stay home. Stay home. Do not come to the show. Otherwise, if you come to the show, when you sit down, you do not move out to see it until the show finish. And don't walk with no weapon and thing and inside where you see people be. That is bad. I don't like it.
Leave your weapons behind. If you come to enjoy the show,
yourself.
enjoy yourself.
And let's have a good time.
And let's have a good time. Wonderful, John.
And
wonderful.
That is how I look at it.
And I might even say, John, I might even say here, not only leave your weapons behind, but get rid of your weapons. We're not any war zone.
No,
we don't need.
that's right.
We don't need all of these weapons, man. We don't need all of them things, man. Throw your weapons away. Nevis is known to be a peaceful and a loving place. So where all these weapons come from? Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from the man himself, John Jarvis, Culturama patron for 2004. A man who has done a tremendous amount of work in his own quiet way for the preservation of our cultural heritage here in Nevis.
We hope you enjoyed our program in which we featured part 2 of an interview with cultural icon John Jarvis. I am Jean Keynes, Research and Documentation Officer at the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation. Thanks for viewing. Good night.